Okay, Sensei Don Miguel Cummings. Again, now we're going to show you a few techniques that I like to use. Advanced weapon techniques. Again, I've been doing martial arts since I was 8 years old. The main style that I love is Goju-Ryu, and basically stands for hard and soft. It's an open arm art. 3 main principles: close distance, imbalance, and physically incapacitate. Basically meaning to cripple or kill. The older techniques, basically when it came to that style of martial arts, the main focus was to kill. Because back then it was based on reputation. But here I'm going to show a few advanced knife techniques and stuff that I use, that I perfected, and share them with you exactly, what to, expect, like I said, with a knife combat. Again, I always tell my students, a weapon is the extension of your hands. If you can't use your hands, then you'll be ineffective with a weapon. So here, from this position, from a self-defense position, there's a couple ways to hold the knife. Some people like to hold their knife here. Me, on the other hand, I prefer this. This is a better work for me. This is what it works for me and what I like to use because it's more effective to do the techniques that I love to do. So again, now a person's coming towards me, I'm in my self-defense mode. A person's coming to strike me with a fist. Here I shift out the way, coming here, stabbing at the back of the arm, and then hooking into the throat from here where the solar plex is, grabbing my opponent, bringing him to the ground, stabbing to the ground, or stabbing him on the ground by the into the neck, paralyzing him, and end the fight. Another technique would be, person goes to shoot a punch. As they shoot the punch and I slip from here, slash in the face. Coming up from here with the slash, I'm going to do this fast technique from here because when I'm slashing the face, my elbow is going to come up and make contact. Once my elbow makes contact with my opponent here, there's a thrusting jab to the throat. Now I can come back, I can strike the throat, strike under the solar plex, and I can strike the person's thigh, bringing that pain and having them double to the ground. So once you strike to the thigh, you twist the blade so the wound opens up and the wound doesn't close. Another technique, person's punching towards my face, I slip in here, stabbing into the gut, to the solar plex, coming here to the side of the neck real fast, so it's here. So I'm here, I got the solar plex, I'm stabbing to the neck, and I'm coming to the other side of the neck. So 2 fast strikes, and basically what I'm doing is I'm closing distance, and I'm getting in between my attacker, so that way all my weapons are online, and my attacker has no way to move out of the way, from my attacks, and he has no way to defend against them. Again, now he strikes, I come in from an open hand position, strike it from the back of the neck, from this part. So he strikes again, pull him in, strike it from the back of the neck, striking into the arm, striking into the eardrum, or to the side of the neck. Both sides of the neck, or on the neck, is vital areas. When the knife blade hooks into the skin, when you entangle it into the muscle and you pull, basically whatever you got it hooked into, the body part is going to go with it. And you want it, for me, I like to twist in to hook so that way I can bring my opponent back to me. So when I stab here and I hook, I'm bringing my opponent just by twisting my waist, or from here, when I got the person here, from this point, coming up with a rising uppercut, slashing. Again, my opponent goes to shoot from my face. He shoots from my face here, slicing towards and coming down. Another good technique that I like to use is, let's just say the person is coming to strike me with this hand here, basically like an open hand, because there's 2 ways of a person striking this way, I can close him. If he's striking with this hand, I can open him. So if he's striking this way, I'm opening him, and both of us are on target, so both of us are susceptible to injury. So now if he swings with this hand, here I can come in, block, which is the first technique I want to do. From here, stabbing into the chest, stabbing into the side of the head, grabbing, and then stabbing onto the side of the neck. Another technique that I like to sit there and refer to, person goes a punch towards the face. Again, as I turn around and sit here and parry, and I deflected his blow already, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to hook it around his throat, grab his hand, and bring him around this way with the blade towards throat. So the hooking part is going to be where the knife is here, hooking towards the neck where I control my opponent. The next one that I like to do is, he goes to throw a strike, boom, I reach out, I strike, and I got a back fist. So here, you know what I'm saying, here. So I'm coming around, I'm basically blocking his attack from here, with the elbow, I'm coming up, shooting my elbow just to block, and then that gives me room to stab here. So once my elbow's here, it's like a swivel. You're not gonna know exactly which way the attack is gonna come. It's gonna be spontaneous. So the thing is, once I'm at this point, I have enough time to sit there and size my opponent up. I can either fake, come up, and then come down, step, come down, or I can turn around and sit there and fake and then come back up. Let's just go with another one. We're gonna do one where we're gonna do 4 stabs and we're gonna hit vital organs at the same time. So now the person is gonna sit here, he's gonna swing. So when he swings from here, I'm stabbing here from the back of the neck. I'm coming around again to the front of the neck, and then I'm gonna come right here to the thigh. Once I come to the thigh and I pull, I wanna hook my hand and I wanna pull, especially on the insides of the thigh where the femoral artery is. If you slash or cut that femoral artery, the person's gonna bleed out. Another technique, the person's got their guard up, they're in a boxing position the whole 9 yards. Within that blinding speed, instead of aiming for like a vital organ or aiming for a body part, what I like to do is I like to fake. When I fake, bam, I like to stab the hand. Stab the back of the hand. What's gonna happen is the person feels pain, the hands are gonna go where the person feels the pain, which is the hands. So after I wham, I've turned around and I've stabbed the hand from here, come closer to my opponent, to the neck, and then the inside. What I'm gonna do with each side, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna hit the neck. Every rotation is not a thrust. I don't wanna do a thrust. I don't want my opponent to see what's coming. What I wanna do is I wanna rotate in the shortest amount of time, and I wanna hit my targets. So usually when you're using a knife, like I said, it doesn't take much effort. I'm not gonna go much more into more graphic detail, but pretty much you get an idea, of the areas of where, for me, where I like to target. The neck, the vital organs, like I said, the solar plex, from here, catching a person in the solar plex, under the armpit. If they swing, stab it under the armpit. Catching the thigh, catching behind here where the kidneys are, which is a nasty move. Again, in order to get that type of move, person swings, boom, I step and I come to the side in an angle. So here a couple of times, and then come up with a slash to the face, basically like a blinding effect. So when I come here, I'm not trying to pierce the person, I'm not trying to stab them, but I'm using the point and I want to scratch their eyes. So when I come around, I want to scratch their eyes. The pain, like I said, is going to be excruciating. It's going to make them bring their hands up to cover their face, and when that happens, wham, wham, then I can turn around and sit there and go straight to the solar plex. Taking the wind away, the fight's done. Well, there you have it, a few advanced knife techniques from Sensei